My mama told me once, my mama told me twice. You better be a good boy, you better be nice. Or it's for sure as a snake-eyed dice, you're gonna end up cooling on us. So, it's about a week out from the launch of the Indiegogo for Little Girl Lethal. And I'm hoping everybody's kind of feeling excited about it, because I sure am. I'm looking forward to this a lot. Got a lot of perks tiered up to make people incentivized to come and check out our project, maybe invest. Some of them are low end, down the bottom, for digital copies and that sort of thing. And it goes up from there. Get your copy in physical realm, get it in your hands, and then things will go up from there. And there'll be some crazy tiers that if you get the coin, you may get some special things. But, that'll only happen if somebody wants to lay down some serious cash. I do want those who want to get the comic and want to get the good stuff, posters and, that sort of thing, and t-shirts. And there will be some, fair tiers, not crazy, but doable. But they'll be a little more expensive. You can get things like that, have some fun. This will be exclusive stuff. There's also some good news on the front, on that front. We got some music that goes along with Little Girl Lethal that's come along, done by some good friends, and I appreciate that a lot of what this good man has done in his team. That'll be announced a little bit later on. I know that there are some people out there who really dig this project. I see them, and I need those people who hear this stuff and really, really enjoy what I'm putting forth with Whiskey Paint. I need you guys to step up and on Twitter and disseminate and talk me up. I'm asking for your help. And I'm going to have to see if I can get on some live streams out there, talk to some people, get the word out. And I hope that that'll be a good thing. And people will hear it. Maybe I can get some of the big boys to get some notice. We'll see. If not, I'll just do what I can. And those people who like it, they're the people I'm going to focus on if that comes about. And I will always do that for those who love our project. I'd like to put out there that we're also going to have a fan art contest and for Sugar Lightspeed. And there will be prizes for that. I hope that people are interested in that. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a little bit more adept or if you're not. I want you to try and do your best when we put that contest up, because I really enjoy people's efforts when they do something they're passionate about, whatever that is. Having a lot of fun with this. I'm a little nervous, I have to say. It's something I haven't done before. Sometimes I think, well, there's a lot of logistical problems, and how am I going to fulfill this and that? But I think there are a lot of people out there who are willing to help me, who have done this or in the process of doing this, and the community is good that way. We support each other to bring forth new projects and creation. And I really enjoy that camaraderie that I've found among the creators out here today, because there are some good projects besides mine that I would hope that you go out there and seek out and put your money behind them, because they really are cool. I'm not going to get into them right now. I know everybody knows what they are. This is mostly to talk about Little Girl Lethal and what we're doing. Whiskey Paint is hard at work, and he's done now close to 20 pages. Those need to be lettered and properly put in order. Might have to do some revisions. Sometimes when you put stuff on the page, you realize you may have left something out, or you don't need something for the flow of the story. And it's just part of the process to get something done to the satisfaction of you, as well as hopefully the readers. I really am excited by what I've been seeing from Whiskey Paint. He does things that are just so amazingly visual, and his storytelling ability is par none. I mean, really, his ability is an untapped resource, and he didn't think he could do this sort of thing. Funny thing was, he started out in illustration, he does pinups and things like that, and they're kind of fun. A lot of cheesecake. And then he did some things for me for my novelization that he'd tell a story in one, illustration. And that's what illustrations are for. Kind of give you a flavor and then speak 1,000 words in one image, or however many it's in there. But he always adds this new little things and some stuff that I didn't expect him to do. And that really excited me when I first saw that, because I saw the storytelling potential. And now that he's put it into practice, off my my narration and my writing, he puts things down. And what I get excited about is most of the pages you can look at it and know kind of what's going on just by looking at it. You don't have to have the words. And so the words are kind of like the icing. They add the details and the depth, but the story is there visually already. And for me, that means that the story is really going to pop, because even without words, it'll tell a story that is coherent. And that's really important, I think, for any visual medium. You'll see that in film, where a lot of times you don't need to have words spoken to know what's going on, because the actors are just doing it with their abilities, their emoting. And I think that's happening with his art here. And there's a stellar quality to what he's doing. It's very painterly, very kind of heavy metal, the old school 70s and 80s heavy metal, as opposed to kind of the American style inking and then coloring comic book art, or the manga style. He's kind of combining all of them together, but mostly the European painterly style. And it's something that nobody else is doing, in my opinion, within kind of the realm that we hang out in, Comicsgate and Comicsgate adjacent, and even some people that are periphery that don't have a problem with Comicsgate in general. I don't have a problem with the general precepts of Comicsgate. Some of the behavior that's gone on inside of Comicsgate, I have to give them a side eye. But for me, it's nothing compared to the opposition, as I tend to call it. I don't want anybody to be put off by what we put out there if they enjoy it. Again, this is a very adult-oriented, themed product, and the story is not going to be for children, and I wouldn't want them to have it in their hands, because it deals with themes and subject matter that is not for them. However, I know that adults will enjoy this. It is, and you can call it a mature or adult story because it has certain things in it. But it also has a story that has depth, has meaning, has purpose, as opposed to just for titillization, and the prurient aspects of humanity. It's telling about a lot of things, and it's giving it an adventure setting, a little bit cathartic. And it's exploring some aspects of humanity that I think sometimes rarely are addressed in such a manner. I do like the pulp and noir, type material. That's the literature that I've gravitated to over the years, and this is reflective of that. A lot of people are going to have they're going to see the notes that I have put into the stories. If you like things like Blade Runner, Kill Bill, The Fifth Element, Akira, Sin City, those type of things in a comic format, as well as things like The Destroyer and old school pulp noir books like Dashiell Hammett, and spy novels and crime stories, that sort of thing. That's all kind of a mix together, where you're I'm trying to make a big, bouillabaisse of notes and types and stereotypes, maybe archetypes, that all kind of resonate, but they'll mix together in a new way. And again, I'm using the basic trope of a sexy schoolgirl. I think that speaks to a lot of people and draws people in. It is kind of a hook, and I'm pulling people in that. Some of them might be put off by it. I get that too. That's fine. And it's not everything is for everybody, and that's cool too. That's the great thing about life. You can find what you gravitate towards. However, there's the dark stranger, and there's I got cyborgs and pimps, and there is a whole. If you want to talk about politics, the politics is very specific to this world, and is not reflective necessarily of what you'd see in our world, but you might see some things that are addressed, but it's not in such a way that I'm trying to make a point. I'm just making a world based on the things I know about history and about political theory, and just kind of molding this world, this city, this nation that they're in, and how things work, and how corruption is there, but also you see kind of beauty on the outside, and sometimes you see corruption on the outside and beauty on the inside. I mean, the reverse, the juxtaposition of things. And I'm hoping that people will see that I'm just not trying to do something for the sexy sake, although that is a big selling point. I'm not just doing something for violence sake either, although those are the two base things that I'm probably trying to get people in with. Once you start reading and understanding about the story itself, you'll see that there is much more to the world of Little Girl Lethal, the Lost Peaks universe, and to the saga of Sugar Lightspeed than anyone ever would expect. I am a good storyteller, and I have the ability to bring this to life through my friend Whiskey Paint and my own abilities as a writer as well. And I think it's going to be something great, something memorable, something legendary maybe in a franchise way. Hey, y'all, have a great day. Come to the end. Adios.